Hey, welcome to Monday Madness here at Kingdom of Nerds. I'm Brucifer. Dade's here. We got
What's
Brian
up?
Master of None.
Bro,
What's going on, guys?
I come in the backstage and it's boom intro music, dude. Hella loud, bro. It's like, blew me out of my freaking bed. I'm like, what the hell is this shit?
Dude, all my intro music is loud. I need to get people pumped up for the show, wake people up, just knock some sense into some people. Just saying.
Whatever.
It's Superman Eve, guys. Superman Eve. We will be talking about Superman. We have some rumors, talking about this weekend's box office. A lot going on. Kevin Feige showing up at places. Just saying. Kevin Feige. I don't know. Maybe he's trying to get a job at Warner Brothers. Who knows? What's going on, Christina?
Cut it out.
I said nothing.
Nah, but that's just a stupid rumor I heard this week.
We got Nerdy Geek. He's one of the knights of the round table here at Kingdom of Nerds. We got Samir. It's going to soar past 400 million, baby. He's one of the few viewers of Max that has sense. And we got Lord Necron. Greetings, nerds. May I be granted into your kingdom? Sure. You want to come on? Everybody's welcome here.
What's up, Necron? How you doing?
Holy crap. And we got somebody beaming in from the Jurassic era. Little movie purpose here.
It's the Perp Man.
Beam me up, Brucey.
Beam you up. What's going on?
Chilling. How you guys doing?
Doing pretty good. Trying to get everybody hyped tonight,
Well, I'll try to help you with that.
Woo! And I can't stress this enough.
Sleeping.
Oh, I'm
If
sorry.
you guys-
How's it going, Brian?
I'm here.
The usual. And
I was watching Kingpin for like the 100th time.
That movie's
and
amazing.
Bruce is like, yeah, I'm doing a show about Superman, which if you read my message before, I said I'm probably not going to watch the damn movie.
You're going to watch it. I'm forcing you to watch it. We got Samir. Camille Gianni is at the world premiere. Is he playing Booster Gold? Maybe.
I don't know.
Oh, it's Monday Night Raw. So Ed LeBeau is here.
The Eternals. There you go.
Dino Boy is Dino Boy. Look at cunning stunts. Oh my God, we just having people beam up from everywhere.
Say his name and he appears.
DL has made his return.
Yes. Finally.
Nice shirt.
I am here.
Can I
thank
not
you.
escape you, DL? I was on a panel with you earlier.
Oh, yes, that's right. We're going to talk about that. This is my first time here. No, I'm just kidding. Love you, Perp.
Before we actually get into the slides and the shows, it's not going to be a very long show tonight because I'm kind of rusty on a Monday night, so I don't know what's going to happen. But if you guys want to get crazy, let's get crazy. Everything is on the table. As long as you have facts and proof to back up what you're saying and open to discussion.
Facts, Bruce. What are those?
What's a fact?
I don't know.
See
All
the
I know.
concerned look on my face? I don't know what a fact is, Bruce.
I know. Well, Monday nights is usually crazy, so fitting theme music. We got Terry Floyd. I do want to say this. One of the best movies I've seen this year. I did a reaction to the trailer a few months ago. Perp has been singing high praises for this movie. K-pop, Demon Hunter.
Yeah,
I keep hearing how good that is.
It is amazing.
Loved it.
So good.
I've got to. Where is this K-pop Demon Hunter thing
Netflix.
streaming? So I-
Netflix.
Netflix.
wonderful. The one streaming service I don't have.
There's just so much,
I'll
in that movie from
I'll
the.
come upon it by clandestine.
Damn, I thought you were pulling out a comic, Bruce, for the way you were looking for something. I was like, oh, he's gonna. They have a comic
No,
on this shit?
I was gonna show this, but I can't show this. I had to cover
By the
stuff
way-
up.
By the way, Per,
Nice.
damn you! I went and looked up that Supergirl comic. That
Which
panel
one?
was horrible, dude. The
Oh,
one we were
yeah?
talking about earlier on the show.
Oh, the Zit one.
yeah, it was
Loved it.
horrible, dude. But no, the story is pretty good. I'm actually going to finish it. But
It's very grounded.
yeah, it seems
Feels like the Man of Steel version of Supergirl.
Supergirl.
Man, still. I'm just kidding.
Wrong shirt, wrong era, wrong regime.
Wrong era of Superman, DL.
Yeah.
Oh no, trust me, I'm ready. I am ready
When-
for Superman 25.
We are not getting any more gray, black T-shirts from Superman this year. They'll all be bright blue.
Blue, light red, yellow, and blue. That's
Yes.
exactly how we want it.
Just exactly how Superman should be.
Should be. All right, let's get to the news and topics. This is where we can get to the main topic and just run along. If you guys want to talk about any movie you've seen, just go ahead because we're open panel, open discussion,
Open panel, yay!
open panel. And like I typed in your chat earlier, I had a rare senior nerd sighting yesterday in my show, in my chat.
Oh,
I told him to go home.
dang.
It's okay. He doesn't have to come back if he doesn't want to. Shout out Senior Nerd.
For a senior nerd. All right, first up for box office, Jurassic World Rebirth, 92 million over the weekend. I think they went over the projections at it said 322 million worldwide. F1 only dropped 55% with 25 million. How to Train Your Dragon still holding on 11.2 million. Ilio 5.7. 28 years later, 4.5. Megan 2.0, 3.9. Lilo and Stitch is still chugging along in 3.8. Mission Impossible, I totally forgot that was in theaters, 2.7. The Materialist, 1.3. This is Spinal Tap.
This is Spinal Tap? I didn't even know they re-released that.
When did they re-release that?
I don't know. I
It
guess
made-
I had to have been last week, right? If it made number 10.
yeah.
Unless it was higher up before. I doubt it.
I doubt it. I think it's the first time on the list. It said it made 5.7 million. I don't know.
Yeah, there's
I
no
guess-
drop on it. Yeah, this is the
Yeah.
first week.
Yeah, I'm not too surprised about this list. Yeah, I mean, I wish Elio could have done better, but even I'll admit the marketing didn't do a great job selling this film, and I'm hearing that overall the movie is it's fine, it's
Yep.
cool. So I do want to still see it. I don't know if I have time because I haven't even seen Jurassic World yet. I'm seeing that tomorrow, and then I'm in Superman mode right now. So hopefully maybe before Fantastic Four comes out, but we'll see what happens.
We
And
got,
also- yeah.
No, sorry, go ahead.
I was saying, and also, I'm a wedding season. I'm about to be married soon, so I'm dealing with a lot of stuff.
Oh, you guys got to cosplay? You're gonna be Superman? You're gonna be Lois?
I really wish I could, man. They don't want to get too nerdy with me. Apparently, I wanted lightsabers.
You know what
too.
you should say? Get us.
Yeah, I wanted lightsabers. I was gonna have a green one. She was gonna have a purple one, but they're like, "No, that's too much." And I was like, "Okay, fine. We can do it traditional."
You need too much. You say it's our wedding.
It's not your wedding. Who cares? Unless they're paying for it.
Yes, they are.
Okay, never mind. Forget it. Okay, do whatever they want. We got Blue Jay. K-pop Demon Hunters is better than Jurassic World Rebirth.
I'm sure it is.
Everyone's kind of surprised how overperforming Jurassic World is. I'm not at all.
Are you? Are they?
Yeah, I'm not surprised at all. I like. Also, people are sleeping on Scarlett Johansson. She's huge.
Yeah.
Like that, putting her in a Jurassic World movie. Like, how did people
y'all,
not think it was gonna make a bunch of money?
Yeah, did you see? I don't know if this is about to be a news thing, so stop me if I'm saying too much, Brucifer. Did you hear that Scarlett Johansson has now become the highest grossing actor of all time?
Yes, I saw that.
Yeah,
She's ahead of RDJ. I was surprised.
Yeah, that was really surprising.
Wow, that's impressive.
It's not paid; it's box office. That's why.
Yeah, it's just box office. The highest paid actor is The Rock. So
Mm.
Which is crazy. Still, he's the highest paid
It's
actor.
like look out, Zoe Saldana. You know.
I'm
She
saying
was in
this
the
is
list.
not
She
gonna-
was like number 10. She was on the list.
yeah,
But
I'm
she was
telling
in
you, this-
Avatar.
yeah, this
Number
list-
two.
this-
Number 2 makes sense too. It was Samuel Jackson.
Samuel Jackson,
With all the
yeah.
all the franchises he's in. Yeah.
Yeah.
Box office is huge.
That's definitely going to change. That list is going to change because Avatar 3 is coming out, and so Zoe Saldana is going to come up, and then Avengers movies, Robert Downey Jr. is going to go back up. So it's like this is
Yeah.
not going to
then you're gonna
stay.
have.
They got a while to catch up to Scarlett though, because Robert Downey. I don't even know if he made it. Well,
Well-
do you have that story, Brucifer?
Which one?
Gamora's still in the
That list that came out top grossing or whatever.
Let me find it.
Yeah, look it up. We could look at the list one by one.
Well, I think
I will say
Robert
this.
Downey would have made more because he's been an actor for longer. But
I will say
It's
this.
like the franchise stuff. He's only had Marvel stuff. She's done Lucy was huge, like way bigger, and it was only on her. I forget what else she's done that's like pretty big after Avengers.
She was in the Jungle Book, the live action remake.
Here we go. Is this it?
If she's number one,
Okay, this is it right here. We have at number 10, we have Chris Evans,
that makes sense.
29 movies. Then we have The Rock, Dwayne Johnson.
wait, is this new?
I don't know. Is it?
Here,
Well,
let me
look at number 1 and see.
Yeah, July 7th.
Oh, July 7th.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
Then we have Vin Diesel.
I
I'm
don't remember
surprised
that.
Vin Diesel is higher than The Rock. I'm
That's
surprised.
crazy.
Well, but no, you shouldn't be because he was in the Fast movie. He was in the Fast movies.
Oh,
But
yeah,
the
yeah,
Jungle
yeah.
Book
Yeah.
movies though.
Yeah.
I guess the Fast and Furious outbanks those because there was a couple
Well,
movies
there's-
where The Rock wasn't in them. I guess
There-
those like
yeah.
2 movies that The Rock wasn't in made way more. Holy
Oh,
shit!
also we forget he's Groot. So
He's also
Oh,
Groot.
true. That's
Oh,
so
yeah.
true.
He
The
gets
Rock
credit
isn't
for
in
that.
that. Yeah,
He's also
Yeah.
Groot.
you're
Yeah.
so right.
And then we at number 7, we have Chris Hemsworth.
Of
Okay.
course. You have Extraction with him. You have the Marvel movies.
Well,
you
that's
have-
Netflix, so there's no box office for the Extraction.
Yeah.
True.
At number 6, Tom Cruise.
Of course.
yeah.
Yeah. You would think he would be number 1 with all the movies he's
You
made
would think
over the last 40 years.
What does he
Yeah,
do
of course.
besides Mission Impossible?
Top Gun franchise.
Oh, Top
He's a
Gun,
franchise now.
Top Gun. came back.
War of the
Besides-
Worlds.
The
that, was
sci-fi
in,
one.
that was in 2005. Like, what's a recent one?
Oh, recent.
With Top Gun.
Top Gun,
Oh,
yeah.
God.
Top Gun. He's about to do Days of Thunder 2 again. Like that movie needed a fucking sequel.
I mean, if you think about it, like Tom Cruise has like worked with like almost everyone at this point. Like just think of the filmmakers that he's worked with. Like,
Yeah. Tom Cruise has been everywhere. Plus,
He has something on every actor with working with Stanley Kubrick. Not many
He's
actors
one
working
of-
today could say that.
he's one of the actors still like A-tier actors still that gets a whole like Tom Cruise says things go when it comes to movies.
Yeah.
Shout out to Nicole Kidman too.
Yeah, and whatever budget he wants, he usually gets.
Whatever budget
Usually.
this man wants, he gets. He
What-
does his own stunts. He's 60-something years old.
I know he's gonna do he does his own thing, he does his own projects, but I
Yep.
think eventually he's gonna jump into a franchise. Like to
He
coast
has
a little bit. Like maybe later on, but I think
Maybe.
he's
just
earned
got
it,
out
of
a
course.
franchise. He
But
just got
what
out
do
of
you
a
think? He's gonna do
franchise.
Marvel or DC? I think
He just
DC.
got out of a franchise.
DC.
He just got out of.
I think
Mission
he would do
Impossible
DC.
franchise.
Yeah, but
before.
he could coast as like side character here.
Did,
and there. He
didn't
gets applause.
his production
leaves.
company do a first look deal with Warner Brothers?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yes,
they did.
yes.
Before last?
he's gonna be
Yeah.
in DC. Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
also
DC.
he's also had talks with Kevin Feige.
Yeah.
Oh,
Everyone's had talks with
everyone had talked.
I
with
mean, he
Kevin
could just
Feige.
make a
saying,
cameo, and it doesn't even have to be a hero. You know?
He's had talks with Kevin Feige.
Hell, put him in Avatar. I don't know.
I know, but you don't think at this point in his career he'll want to try to go for the more Oscar friendly art type movies and try
Hasn't he-
to
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's why I see him doing the DC thing, because he could coast. He's not like, it's not his project, so he could
Yeah.
work on something
Honestly-
else while he like acts and still has facial and name recognition. You know, to
Honestly,
keep his buzz up.
he could do anything right now, and
Yeah,
Hasn't he
Yeah.
done the Oscar thing before though? Since you were talking about that.
silly he could do silly comedies. He could do
Maybe.
dramas. I
He
mean,
did that,
anything
like,
he
in
wants
the
to do right
90s.
now.
Did he win anything for Eyes Wide Shut?
no, he's never. He got nominated for, I think, Born in the 4th of July and Magnolia.
Hmm.
And at number 6, we have Chris Pratt.
Now I'm shocked Tom Cruise is before Chris Pratt. That's what I'm surprised.
You mean Chris
Yeah.
Pratt is before Tom Cruise?
Or yeah, whatever.
No,
however you
what
do it.
he has the Lego movie and Jurassic Park. Like that's
And
what I'm
he has-
saying. Like,
Oh yeah,
and
that's
Jurassic-
Mario.
And
Yeah,
Mario.
and Mario.
And
I'm surprised he's not higher.
and
And
Mario.
Mario.
Oh yeah, thank you. Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like Tom Cruise needs a
And
couple
Garfield.
franchises in there
Yeah.
for these people. Dude, the next
No,
one's a heavy
yeah.
hitter too. Holy shit, these
Zoe
two.
Saldana. She's
The
in
queen of
every-
sci-fi. The
Let's
queen of
go.
sci-fi.
She could do no wrong in my book.
And now she's like hit the pinnacle,
Except
winning
for,
the Academy
Amelia
Award.
Perez.
Hmm
Dude, Amelia Perez was amazing. Stop
No,
it.
it
She was
was
amazing.
not good. It was
Oh,
not
it was
good.
so good. It was so good. Stop it. We're not gonna get into this. Go.
Yeah, well,
She got the Academy Award. Be happy, bro.
Yeah.
You know what? With Wicked deserves so much more. Anyway,
Wicked? You say Wicked?
Wicked.
I can't
deserves
believe
more.
Wicked deserved everything. I'm sorry.
Yes.
For best supporting.
Tom Cruise has been nominated 4 times for the Academy Award.
I don't know. They're both leads.
Oh,
in that
4?
movie.
Damn.
Are they both
Uh,
co-leads?
Yeah, they
nominated-
are, but they put Ariana Grande as supporting.
I would have given it to Cynthia
Yeah.
over Honora.
Yeah.
He was
Personally,
nominated for
I've said
Born on
that
the 4th of
before.
July,
Yeah.
Jerry Maguire, Magnolia,
Maguire.
and Top Gun
Oh,
Maverick.
yeah. Jerry Maguire.
He was Tom Cruise was nominated for Top Gun Maverick.
Yep.
Best actor.
Oh, that's
Holy
right.
shit.
I forgot
No,
about. I
he
forgot
was,
to add this.
it wasn't best
Hold on one
actor. It
second.
was, it was
I
best
forgot to
picture.
add this story to
It was
my
producer, yeah,
slides.
yeah.
We'll talk about this. WBD dropped the Cruise Lineman 275 million underwater sci-fi action, and Universal is negotiating to pick it up. That's a big budget. Waterworld, anyone?
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Hopefully they don't go through the same mistakes as that.
When he did that
He's-
underwater shit in this new movie, and he was like, "That's my next movie." The whole movie.
He's
It's
also been,
underwater.
he's also been nominated for several Golden Globes.
Scenes in this new movie, I'm saying, and he's like,
I'm Tom Cruise. I can hold my breath for 20 minutes.
I've climbed mountains. I want to
Probably
do
will be
water.
doing
I want to conquer water before Cameron.
that. Too late.
Yeah,
He also got nominated and has won several Golden Globe awards.
At number 3, we have Robert Downey Jr.
Of course.
Sure.
For Avengers alone.
Yeah, probably.
What else?
What else? He's done a few.
I mean, what else? has
Sherlock
been?
Holmes.
Sherlock Holmes was like 2011 was the last one.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's
yeah,
been that long?
Yeah.
Wow.
He was in
Yeah, I don't know any other big ones he's been in outside of Marvel.
This is.
Oh wait,
literally Marvel.
Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer?
Oppenheimer, yeah.
Yeah,
Everybody
Finally.
was in Oppenheimer, though. Everyone.
Yeah.
it counts.
That was a big
Sam
ass-
Jackson. Sam Jackson was in Oppenheimer.
Jeez.
He
The
was
only
the
one
narrator.
missing was Barbie. Barbie should have been in Oppenheimer.
Where's Jared Leto?
At number 2, Samuel
Leto.
Jackson.
Yeah, he was the king for a while because of those prequels in Marvel,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
and now Scarlett
and-
took
and
him.
He's
The
probably
indie gal.
Oh, he's in the MonsterVerse too.
yeah, Monsterverse.
He's in Kingsman. He was in the Tarantino movies.
Kingsman don't make that much money to.
He was in the Star Wars
Hey,
prequels.
anything counts.
Okay. No, he's a bunch.
He was
Can
in
we
the
get a
Star
new
Wars
Kingsman
prequels.
movie? Damn it.
Well, if the other ones didn't bomb.
He was in Snakes on a Plane.
Snakes on a plane.
Sure.
Black Snake Moan.
Can we bring back Eggy, please, to the franchise? Bring him back.
Oh,
Bring back
he's
Kiss.
also like that. That Hitman's Bodyguard became kind of like a franchise, right? With him and
Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
That was a hit. Those were
shit.
hits.
Yeah, Shaft.
Shaft.
Shaft. Oh God.
Was that a hit?
Stop.
Was he in the
That's
new
not
one?
a hit.
Yeah, he was in a new one.
Hey,
Yeah.
man, the Negotiator. Come on, bro. Like, there were some
Negotiator.
solid hits in the '90s, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was in a lot of stuff. Goodness gracious.
But Miss Scarlo took over.
Yep. At number 1, Scarlett Johansson.
Wow. Wowie. Wow. Wow.
This is the year of the girl boss.
This one made money.
Yep. You know, this is one franchise that no matter what the critics say or the cinema score is, it makes money regardless.
Yep. People
I just
want
saw
to
it today.
see the people eat dinosaurs. That's all the people need.
Oh,
You-
I
see,
just saw it
people,
today.
people eat dinosaurs.
Yeah, I
I
was
mean,
gonna say,
dinosaurs
yeah.
eat people.
Yeah, you know what I meant. You know what
I'd watch the shit out of that movie.
I mean, technically,
The
we do
dinosaurs
eat
are trying to get away from people trying to eat them. That's an awesome
I mean,
movie.
technically, guys, we do eat dinosaurs when we eat chicken and turkey.
Yeah.
I want to see that movie.
I'm a vegan.
They just
Bruce.
cook.
Are you?
No hell.
Tastes
No.
like
Bruce, there's
chicken.
no way you're a vegan.
There's no way. I like beef too much.
You're in New York
Exactly.
and you're a vegan? Man, it's like that doesn't sound right.
Yeah.
How much you want to make? Oh wait, no. Damn it.
What?
What? What were
No,
you gonna
Crazy
say,
Joe
Bruce?
had a great idea, and it's perfect for Samuel Jackson to snatch this spot back up again. He should go back to the Jurassic Park franchise with a metal arm and be like, "I
Yes.
survived."
Oh,
And
that'll
he's
be
a
awesome.
legacy,
I'm
and he's a
back.
legacy character.
I'm all for
I
that.
mean, hey, since they're making Megamindosaurus, why not?
Yeah.
But can we get a Jurassic Park where they bring back the original cast that survived and
If-
just kill them off?
If these
Only-
movies are dummy proof,
Why do
I
we
want to see
need to
that
kill
tested.
them off? Why
Only
do we
if I get Dennis Nedry back, okay?
Because we need to do something different.
We are doing well. No, we're not. We're not doing.
No, we're
anything.
not.
We're not.
Yeah.
Here,
I
hold
wanna
on. Here's how you make it different.
I
Oh,
wanna
he
see-
speaks.
I want to see
I
one of
was
these mutants
speaking.
with Dennis Nedry's face.
Just bring in the Fast and Furious crew.
And Dom has to learn how to ride a T-Rex.
It's time.
It'll
for a
make
reboot.
it'll be so
He
big.
treats it like a car.
No,
like
it'll
awful.
be so big that they'll put it in a December 2027 release date, and
Oh
Marvel will
my
change
God.
Avengers Secret Wars release date. It'll be that
It's
big.
about family.
Dude, I would rather
It's about
them-
family.
them bring
Transformers.
back Alien
Family.
versus Predator before I see that. I don't.
Well,
want
they
that.
are bringing back Alien versus Predator.
Yeah, I'm actually excited about it for once. I'm like, oh wow, these Alien Predator
Dude.
movies.
How about
Predator, Killer of
we just
Pillars
call
was
it
good.
Jurassic Dino Riders? Have Vin Diesel riding a dinosaur.
You know,
Fast
back when
and
we were kids.
No, hold on. Fast
Back
and
when we were
Jurassic.
kids. Back when we were kids, Bruce, there was a cartoon called Dino Riders, if you'll
I
remember.
know.
I think Fast and Furious needs to somehow get in touch. Like Universal needs to get to Paramount so they can do Transformers, because I think that is
I was really
Like-
hoping you would not say that.
no. Because I think also for Dom, it's also goes with his meta. Is like, are those aren't cars? Those are robots. That's not a real car. It needs a driver. And then he learns to appreciate. It's like he drives Optimus Prime. He's like, you are a car. It's like
They
really
had a
stupid.
Hitler
But
riding
it's like
T-Rex,
it'll
and
go
I
with
don't
his
know.
philosophy.
family.
You know, he gets an arc for his philosophy. Is what I'm trying
so
to give him.
stupid.
Yeah, it's so stupid, but it's Fast and Furious, man.
Fast and Furious. It happens.
It has to be stupid.
What do you think? What do you guys think about them bringing back Paul Walker AI for the last movie?
No.
I can't believe they're bringing him
I-
back through
I hate
AI
it.
versus just bringing back Ja Rule, who's really out
I-
there.
I
Bring
hate
back
it.
Ja Rule.
I-
Yuck.
This is why the franchise ended at 7. I hate it. I hate that idea.
It was good though.
No, it wasn't. No,
Yeah, it was.
it wasn't.
Seven?
Yeah, it
No,
was.
7 was good. 7 was good.
No,
And I
That's
like
what I
the
said.
other movies.
The
I like
franchise
8.
ended at 7.
I like
No.
Charlize Theron as the villain. She was awesome. That was
The last
great.
good one
The
was
zombie cars
Tokyo
was
Drift.
awesome. Never seen that
Hold on,
before.
the other movies post 7, I still like them. I just don't like them as much as the as the previous one because they kept on going and they made more money. And I forgive him for getting a lot more stupider, but the Fast X was trying way too hard to be like an Avengers and Infinity War by tying in, like adding other characters.
Yeah,
and
Brie
making
I
be
give you that.
related to other characters. Like, what the
I
hell
am
are we doing?
defending the
Bringing
honor
more
of
people
8.
back from the dead.
I'm defending the honor of 8, which was the last time we saw The Rock, which was great. Before he did the comeback, he was missing after 8. Also, Charlize Theron. They had the Vin Diesel turn Dom went rogue, which was
That
a great.
That was horrible. That was
It's
awful.
something. It's something more creative than what the other shit they're doing.
This is why they said they had to stop at 7. But they can't.
It's 8. No, it's 8. Stop at 8. Give me 8. Damn it.
Stop. Degrassi,
Listen,
stop. Stop it right now.
That's the future.
No.
Fast and
No.
Damn.
Some furry and Fast and the Furious.
Y'all need to
All
stop
right,
that
yeah.
right now.
Michael J. Fox, Vin Diesel, Scarlett
Uh-huh.
Johansson,
Maybe.
Jurassic Back to the Future.
I can't. All right.
Hey,
We got AMC Theaters offering a 50% off discounts on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Finally.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I think this is great because
Cinemark, take note.
so many people complain about the prices of pricing of tickets and everything else. You know, it's like $300 to take a family of 4 or something like that.
Yep. So I'm glad about this. This is why I'm seeing Jurassic World tomorrow.
Hey, you cheap bastard.
Yeah, I'm not giving this franchise any more money than I need to.
Oh, just to give you a heads up, DL,
What?
Jurassic World
Yeah.
is Jurassic World on autopilot. That's gotta say it.
I mean, I expected that.
No different than any of the movies out there,
Yeah.
but it was okay. It was all right.
Okay. Yeah. Like I said, my expectations are so low to the ground. You have no idea.
I saw it because my mom just wants to see it because she loves Jurassic Park, but my mind is son. So Superman,
Superman, baby. Yes. Now, what AMC does need to do is update their freaking seats. That's what they need to do.
Well, you don't have reclining heated seats where you are?
No, in Michigan, there's they have not updated their seats for some reason. There's I don't understand why are we having these old ass seats where I'm about to feel like I have back problems every time I get up. Like, it's ridiculous.
Dude, when we went to Hannibal, which is over the border into Illinois, when we saw the reissue of Revenge of the Sith, they had seats in there that were like recliners, bro. Like, they were built like recliners and they had buttons where you could recline and all.
Oh man.
Yeah,
That's why I go to Imagine.
And that was a little theater, dude, by comparison. And only had like 8 screens, I think, maybe, if that. And it still had those kind of seats in it, man. Like I said, it had and it warmed. The seats warmed.
That sounds beautiful. This is why I go to Imagine. Like, if they just updated their seats, I actually would probably get an A-list thing from there and actually go there consistently. But I can't go there with them seats.
You know what, DL? Since you said Imagine, I was actually gonna go and see Superman the early screening, but Imagine is like 3 hours away, and I'm thinking is it worth it to see a 2-hour film for a 3-hour drive? Like, I'll wait till Thursday.
Yes, the answer is yes.
Yes, always.
I'll wait for Thursday.
Always. That is always the answer.
Let me add
But no, look.
fire to that. A movie that you've basically been talking about for the last 3 fucking years.
Yes.
Every night.
Yes.
I will say this though.
I went through this
is a
for
good-
Insanity.
I wouldn't do this for every movie.
What's the definition of insanity?
I think
We're gonna do this all over again with Supergirl.
Yes.
I think this is a good idea to bring people back to the theaters, though. To be honest,
Yes, definitely. Yes.
It works. All right, next
that
up,
and the
It's already
weird
gonna chase
popcorn
me out,
buckets for
boys.
every movie.
here's a rumor. Marvel Studios reportedly still hasn't finalized the 3rd act for Avengers Doomsday.
Rumor.
Oh, we are doomed.
Today,
No, I don't think we're doomed, DL. I don't think
Uh,
this movie isn't coming out for 2 years anyway.
it was
Yeah.
heavily reliant on Riri, but everyone hated it, so now they have to rewrite it.
Yeah.
So when they say they
Heavily
haven't,
relying
Yeah.
on Riri my ass.
Can you imagine?
that was some of the most creative, smart writing a Marvel show has ever had.
What is?
Ironheart.
Oh, boy.
Ironheart?
Yes.
The-
Oh
Talking
boy,
about Ironheart? I don't know, dude.
Brucifer, we're gonna fight.
We'll fight about
Hey, I
that.
dug Ironheart. It had a lot of good stuff in there.
I like the
Magic
show.
and technology. Interesting.
Okay,
first-
Hey, and we finally got Mephisto.
I'll check it out next year.
Oh, okay. So, Mephisto.
Here we go.
Oh
Brian
my
say I'll
God.
check it out next year.
Oh my God!
Yes.
You guys
Yes,
know
I
how
did.
much I was screaming at people to shut up about Mephisto. He's not coming in the MCU, and no, Sacha Baron Cohen is not being Mephisto. Y'all need to be quiet. And then
So
lo and
bad
behold,
casting.
look at this damn show.
I have taken my meds. Damn it.
Got Sacha Baron Cohen to be Mephisto.
As
It
Mephisto.
wasn't bad. It was a good show.
The first 3 episodes I didn't love, but I was like, okay, this is interesting. You're going somewhere with this. And then the last 3 episodes, I was like, what the heck is going on?
What's
Lily
Bro,
fell,
okay.
Lily fell off a
Everything.
cliff.
Oh, okay.
Lily
I want
fell off
to
a
piggyback on
cliff.
what you said. I want to piggyback what you said, DL. Like the show, it was decent, but what I really don't like, I don't like the heist crew. There's some of the
No.
lamest characters I've ever seen.
Nope.
They're not. They don't look like criminals. They look like somebody you see at a Starbucks. Like, get out of here.
You're
Hell
trying
yeah.
to. You're. This is
It's
not
a
spoiler.
Marvel world.
I don't
my
care.
God.
This is not a spoiler, but like you literally, these
Have
people
you seen
are
how they're dressed in the
are
comics?
sent on a mission to kill people, and they don't instantly pull out guns.
They don't
What is
use
wrong
guns.
with you? One of them literally pulled out a gun 10 minutes later after trying to fight him fisticuffs. These people are stupid. Anyway,
My
Like-
God. So just
Some-
like back to this.
anyway, yeah.
Like every Marvel project, they start filming before the scripts are finished. This has been confirmed by many sources, I believe. I thought they would have changed that, but
Does
I
this
don't know
mean
what
they
they're
actually have a plan? Do they actually have a plan? Like,
no, it was just get RDJ at Comic-Con and go from there and do chairs.
I still say it doesn't matter. This movie won't be out until, at the very least, late 2026.
Oh,
BRB.
look, whatever they're trying to do with Doomsday and Secret Wars, like I'm not even expecting this to be as well written as the previous Avengers films, but they need to make this a hit. This needs to be great.
Look,
This
it
needs
probably
to be
will
great.
be. Look, it's the cap off of this round of Marvel movies. It probably will be.
I hope.
Doubting it now doesn't help, though. That's all I'm saying. Is like, don't worry about it till it actually comes, dude. I mean,
Okay.
All right. Next up,
What if tomorrow never?
Obi-Wan Kenobi season 2 is reportedly now in development at Lucasfilm. Do we need a
Yeah.
season 2 of Obi-Wan?
No,
I'd say why the hell not?
What?
no, we don't.
I'd say why the hell not? Whatever.
So we get more Vader and mess
It's all
with.
good. I've been
This with the continuity even more.
Is there continuity?
There was okay. Look. Oh my God, continuity errors. Really? Are we going back to that?
Yes, we are.
Come on, man. Just let it go.
I mean, they're obviously letting it go. They're like, why not? But
There was not any major continuity error to that. I mean, we could argue this all night, but let's move on.
I don't want to get.
I mean, there was.
But-
He's not wrong. There wasn't like a major glaring issue, but if they keep tempting fate, there will be. So it's
Yes,
like-
they keep tempting fate. Exactly what Brian is saying. They keep tempting fate, and then what is he going to do?
I just don't want to see any more little Leia and Luke. Okay, you can
No more
keep
Luke
it-
and Leia.
No more Luke and Leia. Just
Well,
keep
that's
it
all
away.
they're gonna do. He's just gonna be on the desert
Right.
planet watching over Kid Luke. Like that. What are we gonna do?
No,
Like,
I want to have him hanging out with Qui-Gon Jinn.
he's.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
Force
Yeah.
Ghost
Yeah.
Qui-Gon, him hanging out, talking Force shit. Dude, that sounds actually kind of fun. Okay, and then Vader brooding. Come on, let's go, bro. No, I just I was skeptical. I've been skeptical, and honestly, I think nowadays is the best way to go into these shows. Going, I don't know, and then you
Well,
watch it, and you're
Come on, we need the world between
this-
worlds.
Oh, I hope this season surprises me. I really do. I really.
I think honestly, and I've said this before, I think we put way too much expectations on all this fandom shit instead of letting it be what it is.
Ah, yes, one of the many reasons why I really just don't like doing this shit anymore. Like,
Yeah.
YouTube sucks. I hate being on it. Like, thanks, Bruce, for talking me into this crap tonight.
You're welcome.
Yeah,
I would like to see Ewan McGregor in the old makeup, and he looks like Ben
Hey, Senior
Kenobi.
Nerd.
I would like that.
What's up, buddy?
Hello, Senior Nerd. But yeah, I'd like to see him in old makeup as Ben Kenobi. That would be nice.
I can see that. You know, maybe
deep fake his face to make him look like Alec Guinness finally.
I
don't know,
think
maybe-
the first season was marred with so many production problems. I'm surprised
Yes.
it even made it out. So I think this is their way of like, hey, let's do it with us 100%.
Well, I have like another storyline for specifically the like the Rebels fans out there. Like, if you didn't watch Star Wars Rebels, you have no idea how Darth Maul met his end. Okay, like a season of this show through the eyes of Darth Maul, where he's hunting down Obi-Wan Kenobi with the help of like Ezra and that kind of stuff. Since you've already introduced him in the live action, I think that one thing that's great about these is that these live action shows have legitimized the animation.
Yep.
And I think that's really
has.
cool because a lot of people turn their nose at the animation, especially for Star Wars, because it's that wonky looking CG crap, you know.
Yeah.
You either like it or you don't.
I guess so, yeah.
The two Cal Kestis games did that too.
But no, they did so much deep lore dives into what the Force is and what the Force means in Clone Wars and Rebels.
Yep.
You know, like I want to see more of that explored, just in general. So
I would actually like to see what you were just talking about, Brian. I would like to see Maul show up and meet his end in this season. If they do, that'd be great.
So you just want them to reenact something they already did in Rebels?
Well, that's the thing. Nobody watched Rebels. You know,
But that doesn't mean you have to reenact it again.
You don't have to do it exactly frame for frame.
Didn't Andor already kind of do like the Mothma thing, like kind of different?
Yes,
right.
That's
like
what
it could
I'm
do
saying.
something.
Like,
yeah, it could
do something
branch
very
out.
similar along the lines.
Yeah,
it doesn't have to be exactly how it happened in Rebels.
Okay, don't call it Obi-Wan Kenobi. Call it Maul.
Well, you know, that wouldn't be too bad. But what I'm saying is that those
about to get
Kenobi is the center spoke for two dark side characters. Okay, Darth Maul and Darth Vader. So it's like there's a lot of stuff you could play with.
Yeah.
Here,
you're saying it's a missed opportunity if Darth Maul isn't a villain in one way, shape, or form in this.
Well, I think maybe I just want to see that final showdown in live action. I think it would be good. How they get there, I'm sure it'll be very weird and convoluted, and we'll all hate it. But you know, at the end of the day, that's kind of what I want. That's kind of how I felt about
it also would feel, even though Darth Vader is like a cooler character, it would feel a kind of escalation for season 2. If he's fighting Darth Vader in the first one, it's like what can you possibly give him as a villain?
Yeah, how can you top it?
It's gonna have to be like Maul would be that character. I think.
Hold on, we have someone else entering the stream to the kingdom.
Perfect timing.
What's going on, guys?
Perfect timing. We're talking some Star Wars, man.
Look at that.
Who better?
What's going on?
You got a tan. Look at you.
I have tan. It's blood pressure, man. What do you want, man?
Feel you there.
Some of it. So what do you think about Obi-Wan season 2 being in production?
But first of all, I appreciate that you even mentioned this. Freaking Star Wars show that I'm on doesn't even mention this stuff because they're a bunch of goddamn idiots on that show.
What's up, Dom?
What's going on? Now, that idiots, they just don't realize that this is great stuff to talk about, but they don't want to be involved in it. But thank you for having this on there. Anyway, what I think about this could work if they do it right. And there's a whole bunch of story that they could do. You know, you could have the story with was it Ashafet Het? He was the Tusken Raider that had lightsabers that used to kill all the moisture farmers on Tatooine. That eventually Obi-Wan fought him, left him for dead, and the Yuzan Vong put nanos in his body, and he became Darth Krayt 100 years in the future. So you could have a storyline like that. You could have the Tusken Raider that can wield lightsabers. Have a story with that. You could have Cody, Commander Cody, watch over Luke and the farm when he takes off on another adventure. You could have bounty hunters. You could have freaking Inquisitors. You could have a good story. You don't have to have Vader in it because you don't want to keep dipping into that pool. The first meeting with them with Vader on the first season was perfect. That's it, and it led into New Hope. You could have Vader in it, sending people out there. You can have an appearance of Vader, but leave Vader to the side.
Me and Brian want Maul.
Well, listen, you could have a flashback of them fighting Maul because the Maul story you don't want to. The Maul story in Rebels, that was such a brilliant way they did it.
What if they recreate it?
They can recreate it through a flashback. He could be thinking about it because he's talking about Maul. Maybe it's after he killed Maul, but I don't think it's going to be. I don't think it's going to be with Maul because he's much older when he meets up with Maul on Tatooine and the Twin Sons, that episode. So I think it's going to be before that because you still have a bunch of that timeline. Because when Maul died, it was a few years just before New Hope. So you don't want to play with that timeline. But you could have Maul in it technically with doing something else. But don't worry, Maul Shadow Lord, that's going to be explaining a lot of stuff when that comes out next year, which I'm waiting for that. That's what I really want.
We were talking about something early on the phone about Star Wars. What was it, Dom? Something I forgot what was what we were talking about earlier. We were talking about something coming out or something in development.
I'm looking forward to that Maul show, by the way.
Oh yeah, the Maul show definitely. I'm trying to think. Well, you have Ahsoka season 2. You have that. It's being filmed now, so that won't be out.
Season 2.
You won't have that until towards the end of next year.
The Mandalorian movie Starfighter is coming out soon.
Starfighter comes out in 2027, the 50th anniversary of Star Wars. Which, if they definitely look, I definitely have high hopes with
Vision season 3.
Oh, Vision, it comes out in October. Which, look, you see, if Disney was smart, they can actually build the future if they do an Obi-Wan season 2. Like I said, you could build season 2. You could add elements in season 2 that actually have repercussions down the road. You could have villains that first appear in this that you think are dead by the end can show up in the Rey movie. If they make a Rey movie, if they make the new Jedi Order, you need villains. You need something that's going to really connect all the old stuff to the new stuff.
Yep.
And
the one thing that I'm really looking forward to is that James Mangold movie.
Oh yeah, Dawn of the Jedi. Well, I don't know if it's going to be called Dawn of the Jedi because I know it's just the name right now for it, but yes,
see if it happens.
No, it's in active production. It's one of the ones they mentioned was still happening along with Starfighter. So
that's the next movie to come out. That's after Starfighter that's coming out.
The Grassi said George Nolfi is writing Charmin Chinoy's Rey movie. He says it's heavily inspired by Andor with Jedi.
Who is George Nolfi?
George Nolfi is the gentleman that actually, if I'm not mistaken, he did didn't he do one of the Matt Damon movies? Ultimate.
He did let's see.
Not the Bourne movies.
He did Ocean's 12.
But he also did Born Identity.
Born Ultimatum.
Born Ultimatum.
Spectral and The Banker.
Yeah.
Spectral? The Netflix movie?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he wrote Spectral.
Well, we're in for it now.
Okay. First of all,
that is sounds good.
Movie perp. Hey, finally get to see you in person. It's awesome,
Hello.
man. You know, I want to say something, but they threw me to the Star Wars thing. But what's up, man?
How's it going?
How's it going? Look, I'm going to tell you this, man. You know, I don't know why. You know, Disney has a gold mine with Star Wars. There is so much that they can do. Yes, the fan base is very toxic. There's a lot of people out there that are very, just unbearable in the fandom. Which is not, it's not the whole fandom, because there's a whole big fandom that actually enjoys the stuff. Look, if you don't like something and you don't like it, this and that, and you can be very nice and diplomatic about it. Say, listen, I don't like it, this and that. It's, I'm not. And if somebody else likes it, you know what? Hey, I'm glad you like it, this and that, and enjoy. If you like it a lot, you move along on something. But I don't understand. Disney has this thing where you have so much you could do. Like Obi-Wan, when it first came out, that was the show. They should have put more money into it. The story should have been more cohesive on it. They really made it to a point where you had one of the world's worst freaking goddamn. You had to train assassins going after young Princess Leia, and it looked like a Benny Hill show.
What?
We were talking about this earlier. I think it's the COVID thing really messed up. Their COVID restrictions and how actors have to be close together on set or not. I remember the city shot specifically looks so bare when he's like looking for her in that neon city. It looks so setty. It was like a set and everyone was so separated. Looked very weird. I think that's why they're doing this. It's like, yo, we could do way better now that we don't have any restrictions.
I think if they do a season 2 and if they do it right, if they take something from Legends, because there's a lot of Obi-Wan stories from Legends. Hey, look, the comic books, they're rewriting the comic books anyway, and they're taking away the canon. They're just redoing what they want to do.
There is no canon in comics anymore.
I know. Just take some story from the comic books. You can have Black K. Black K, when he went after Obi-Wan, you had the story of Black K in it. You had the bounty hunters go after him. You had all these different stories. You had the journals of Obi-Wan, which really could make Star Wars fandom happy if they take certain elements and say,
Star Wars fandom happy.
Just a portion of Star Wars fandom, because not everybody loves Legends.
Yeah. Hey, look, but a lot of Legend stories, like I'm telling you, the story with him fighting Tusken Raider. That could be a story, and have that guy show up in future movies down the road. Because like I said, there's so much they can do, and they did not sign Obi-Wan just to do one season and to show up in cameos. He's going to be showing up in Ahsoka season 2. We all know that, as a Force ghost. But at the same time, there's something else down the road, and people are saying, no, I think we're going to find out. D23 is coming up in August. I think there could be a mention that this is going into production. And if it does, I just hope they, I know they don't want to spend that much money, but the volume is good. You can do the volume. You also can have some on-scene sites where you could actually shoot, like on set, like a place and shoot.
No, spend the money. Look what it did for Andor.
They
spent the money on Andor, and it paid off. Spend the money.
It did. The writing, the acting, everything was on top. So, it was great. So that's what people want. So now these shows, they're gonna have to at least have some top-notch writing to make.
I would just love to see Ewan McGregor in not a green screen room. That's why I'm saying spend the money like Andor, have real practical sets. I would love to see this Obi-Wan actually walking in, not in fucking green screen like he did in the prequels. Spend the money, I say. Yeah.
Yes.
And they have the money. Look, let's put it this way. I think if Mando does good, it will rejuvenate their belief in some stuff. Hey, look, they don't have to do everything live action on Disney Plus. They could do one live action show, and I want more animation. Give me some more animation.
Yes.
The anime stuff is really cool, and I think it's paid off for sure.
Exactly.
We have somebody else.
That takes time, though. That takes time.
We have Joe Bob.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey. All right, enough about Star Wars. Moving on.
Don was just getting started.
I know.
We can talk out after we get through the whole thing. We go back to Star Wars if you want, Dom. I know you don't get a chance over there without being interrupted because we allow everyone to talk and express their feelings here. The
Thank you.
live action Hot Wheels movie is moving forward at Warner Brothers. John M. Chu is set to direct the movie.
John M. Chu.
Hell yeah.
John
Yeah.
from the director of G.I. Joe Retaliations, brought to you Hot Wheels.
Ooh,
He's got more pull now after Wicked. He's an Academy
He did
Award
Wicked
nominated
and The
director.
Heights.
He's trying to
Crazy
do the
Rich
Mattel,
Asians.
Crazy Rich
Mattel
Asians.
round
Yeah.
table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has
He's
there
got
ever
so much pull now.
has
Yeah.
there ever been a director that's more hit or miss than John Chu? Like he's soared high and sunk low. You know, it's like the man gave us Wicked and Gem and the Holograms.
Oh my God, he directed that. Oh
Gem
my
and the Holograms?
God.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Wait, what did he
What a
do? What did he
legend.
do?
Gem and the Holograms.
Wait until the
Oh.
lady that did Madam Web wins an Academy Award.
Oh God!
Hey,
Woo!
listen,
That's a
Sony
steak.
just dropped the ball on all their movies, so I don't think I'm going to see any more Spider spin-offs anytime soon.
Well, we got Spider Noir coming out.
Yeah, well, the Spider that actually looks pretty damn good. I can't wait.
Hey,
Yeah,
Bruce.
it's Nicolas
So-
Cage.
So this can go either two ways.
Hey, Bruce.
One, it
Yeah.
could go. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, I got to dip. I got to handle something, family.
All right.
This is-
Thanks
I
for showing up.
I will try to come back. But if I don't, I'll see you guys next Monday.
Damn, Terry, man, I was just getting started.
I know, Dom. Hey, how about you come back next Monday? I'll be here.
Okay, all right, we'll talk.
I'll talk to you guys later.
Bye.
First
listen
issue
to
of
Hot
Hot
Wheels
Wheels
movie?
is gonna be big money, guys.
So
Yeah, go
yeah,
ahead,
as I
DL.
said, this could only go two ways.
Two.
One, it could start out as just a typical street racing thing, and then it goes to something over the top like Fast and Furious. Or it's gonna go nonsensical, insane, assault to the senses like Speed Racer.
I was
There's no in between.
I
thinking,
like
honey,
racing.
I shrunk your Fast X. You know, they get shrunk down by scientists and have to race around the garden. Come on, that would move. And
Well,
giant.
I kind of
Well,
want
listen.
them to go. I want them to go to the Speed Racer route because I like that movie a lot. I want them to just to go balls out crazy, just do like make the tracks like make it like a very more realized version of like what like the orange tracks you get. Like you see in Speed Racer, all jumping around, all these crazy movements and stuff. Like I would go with that route. I actually really like that movie. I like the
Yeah,
I didn't
Speed
appreciate
Racer
it
was a
like
phenomenal
that.
movie.
Well, listen, if you have the DC comics, pick them up. They're gonna something up in value.
I don't think it was. Was it DC? It
DC.
was.
I think
Yeah,
DC had Hot Wheels.
Yeah,
So-
trying to find issue 1 of Hot Wheels is insane because they all beat up.
So which one do you guys think will be more successful? This Hot Wheels movie or the Rock produced Monster Jam movie?
I
Hot
forgot
Wheels.
about that.
Yeah.
I don't
Who's
know.
directing that one?
We don't know yet.
Let me look it up
Yeah.
then.
Well, I'm gonna have to go for this one because it just got an Academy nominated director.
Oh yeah, hold on. Let me ask you. Oh yeah, let me ask you this too. Mattel is also making a Matchbox movie with John
Yep.
Cena.
What?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Hold on,
No.
let me hold on. Let me look it up. I want to read this to you guys. This is the plot of the century. Okay.
Dude.
Okay. So hold on. Matchbox is an upcoming American action adventure comedy directed by Sam Hargrave. Yes, the guy who did Extraction.
I'm there,
Who's
bro.
doing this movie,
Oh.
starring John Cena, Jessica Biel, and Sam Richardson. Get a load of this plot, guys. Get a load of this. Matchbox follows Sean, who, after completing a mission, is called back to his hometown where he reconnects with his childhood friends from 20 years ago.
What is this?
During their
Marine?
reunion, the
Oh.
gang is kidnapped and framed for a mission gone awry. They
Wait,
must
what?
now all work together to prove their innocence, and in doing so, rediscover themselves and friendship along the way. What this has anything to do with Matchbox?
What the hell?
You know, I
That's got
was
more to
in-
do with Matchbox 20. Like,
I was in Walmart the other day. And I was actually looking for a Hot Wheels car the other day. There's a story behind it, but I won't bore you with that. But I'm in Walmart looking at the Hot Wheels cars. And they're Hot Wheels and Matchbox. They're both made by Mattel. They own both brands. And I noticed something weird. If you look in the toy aisle, all the Matchbox cars face to the left on the card, and all the Hot Wheels cards face to the right on the card.
Huh? Never noticed that.
That's bizarre.
Like how
Well,
they
listen,
just-
you have to you have to make them different compared to each other because people get confused. Hey, look, Matchbox has been around for longer than Hot Wheels, right? I think Matchbox has been around.
So what is up with this toy car era we're doing right now? Are they trying to compete with Fast and Furious? Are they trying to do something different? Like, are they all going to end up being the same?
I don't even think they're trying to compete with Fast and Furious. I think that this is since Mattel is riding on the high of Barbie, and they're really trying to say what can we make a movie out of? What do we own?
But why is everyone going to toy cars? I blame Disney's Cars. Fuck that movie.
Whoa.
Cars is like years ago. What the hell?
Family show.
Was that a Batmobile, Bruce?
Wait, which Batmobile is that?
Was that a Hot Wheels Batmobile?
Yes. When did I get this? I got this at a garage sale like last summer.
Hey, what kind of Batmobile is that? It looks
I have
like
I have them right underneath the counter where I work.
looks like a mixture of the Batman and animated series and like the Forever version.
We got some goofy looking.
That looks like Super Friends.
Batman panel van.
That looks kind of cool though.
That's cool.
Looks like the Super Friends version.
It looks pretty damn.
Hey, Bruce, I got one better. Put me up.
What do you got?
I got one better.
You got a Boba Fett?
Yes, I do.
What in the world?
What? What is this nonsense?
Yeah, they
Where'd
have
you
those.
find
Dude.
that?
I saw them at
Boba
work.
Fett.
I have all the Hot Wheels Boba Fett cars.
Guys, I saw those at my work.
Yeah.
They're right
You do?
underneath the counter where I work. Like literally, my register's right there where the Hot Wheels are.
If they're gonna do this Hot Wheels movie, I want to see over the top cars like that. That's what will make it somewhat.
Well, that's
entertaining.
what I'm assuming they're gonna do because it's Hot Wheels. Why would you make Hot Wheels like this grounded movie?
Well, that literally is the difference between Hot Wheels and Matchbox. Matchbox cars are based on actual cars that are on the road today. Like every Matchbox car is a real car that you would see on the road, whereas Hot Wheels are like weird, crazy cars.
No, like that's the thing. Hot Wheels, I can see Hot Wheels. I get Hot Wheels. Matchbox just seems like just normal, just like you said, regular cars. How do you build a story around it? Well, you get John Cena and Sam Hargrave. Well, like, okay, that's a kind of an interesting choice. I want to see what the director of Extraction 1 and 2 can make some cool action out of cars about Matchbox cars.
You know what he's gonna do, right?
And then monster trucks. like
well, listen. Well, Hot Wheels. When you can do Hot Wheels, you can have like a race movie.
Well, Hot Wheels could also have crazy tracks, and that could be like the thing. It's not just like in the
ones
street.
that go up on the wall and they flip.
They have to do loops or something crazy.
Like those goofy ass
You have
Grand
different
Theft
style
Auto
cars.
tracks.
Yeah,
Goofy, yes.
exactly. It could be about like tracks in the sky and shit. Who knows
Yeah, that's
where
what I'm
this
saying.
could go.
Those goofy looking tracks
Yep.
you see in the Grand Theft Auto videos where it's like
Yep.
these insane looking goddamn tracks.
Yeah.
That's what
You know
you're
what?
getting
If you
with
want a
Hot
car movie, just remake Cannonball Run. Come on.
No, they can't.
Come
do
on.
Cannonball Run.
Cannonball Run.
Wheels. Stop remaking
Rat Race.
cars.
How about Rat Race?
No, challenge over.
We're
Dom.
about to make movies out of toy cars. They could do anything at this point.
All right, next up,
Just around
we
the
already
corner
talked
from
about
William
this.
Brompton.
Warner
Isn't
Brothers
Transformers like toy cars?
Yes.
budget. We talked about this already, so we're not gonna retread it.
Wait. Go back.
Put it back.
Because I didn't hear about this. Wait a minute. Wait. Warner
Brothers paused development on Doug Lyman's.
Sorry.
Dude,
Sorry.
I don't want to see
Different
Tom
Anna
Cruise's
Fayon.
old ass with
Never
Listen,
mind.
beautiful
Definitely
Ana
deeper
Aramis.
with Anna Diemos. Definitely.
Oh my god!
I'm sorry.
No, dude, keep her away from Scientology
Keep
and
her.
Tom Cruise, man. Hell with that crap.
Okay. I didn't know she was going to be in it, though. That was interesting.
And the next slide will be very controversial,
Uh-oh.
depending on how much you liked Ironheart.
Oh, boy. Here we go.
I'm only 2 episodes
Angela
in.
Barnes will direct episodes of Daredevil Born Again season 2. She previously worked on iHeart, Loot, and Atlanta. Atlanta was awesome. Releasing in 2026. Good for her.
We are screwed.
Oh, come
Why do you-
on.
We are screwed.
Atlanta is a good show, damn it.
Well,
And
yeah, Atlanta's a
everybody-
good show. Yes.
Everybody's praising Ironheart. I'm only 2 episodes in. It's pretty good so far, but everyone's saying it's phenomenal.
You'll
Who is
get there.
everyone? Who is everyone?
Me,
That's
Bruce.
been the reviews.
the critics.
It's decent.
I don't want to go back to ranting about Marvel shows again, but
Listen,
it's like we're
Daredevil
gonna be
Born
doing that
Again. I love the first season.
Daredevil Bored Again, yes.
I love Born Again, not Born Again, Born Again. That shit was,
I don't understand you. You
You're
like
from Jersey? I'm from Jersey. You want to shake my hand? Hey, let me pull you through the bar.
Yo,
I
dude,
don't-
the Punisher
Let me
freaking
go to
does
this
his thing, man.
gunfight with just one gun and a
Listen
knife.
to me. Listen to me. They're damn freaking Punisher fanatics. They love the Punisher. So he thought he was like, yo, the Punisher's going to talk to me? Of course. That's my boy. But they freaking goddamn idolize the Punisher. Come on.
Nah,
but y'all like Agatha. Okay.
yes,
All right.
Agatha was amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
Agatha was really good.
Hey, hey, guess what, DL? This may be the last of Marvel slop. Maybe we got Fantastic Four in a couple weeks.
We'll see. We'll see.
Fantastic Four.
I
I'm
kind of
happy
hated
we get
Daredevil Born
Old
Again.
Man. Let's get Old Man in Fantastic Four. Thank you, Marvel, for doing that.
Oh
Old
yeah.
Man, damn it.
You saw that commercial with Gigant. What's his name? You know, the
Yeah.
monster in the first cover. Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah.
Gigantus, whatever his name is.
Whatever it's called.
Yeah,
Yes, I saw it.
that was.
I thought it was cool. All right, next up. James Wan said his English language Train to Busan film Last Train to New York is not a remake, but a spin-off.
Oh, I love Train to Busan.
Creatively, it takes place in the same world as Train to Busan. I hope that could get off the ground eventually.
Train to Busan was awesome, man. I love that zombie flick.
Last Train to New York? Oh, come on. The title was right there. Why didn't they call it Last Train to Clarksville?
I'm tired.
And
Hey,
listen, you know
hey,
what?
wait, the monkeys.
This movie was good because my wife doesn't like zombie flicks, and she sat down and watched it, and we enjoyed watching it together. She thought it was I thought it was good.
Oh, tell your wife I said hi.
And she's inside. No,
Looks like we're also reviving the zombie movie franchises with 28 years later, and now this.
Hey, what's going on? Legion of Comics. Mark, they should call it Hyperloop to New York. If you guys haven't subscribed to Legion of Comics, check out Mark's channel. He has some very interesting takes.
Cool.
That's not. Wait a minute. That's not the guy that used to be on with Taladia, is it?
No, that's Comics League.
Okay. All right.
With his episode 100 of Wonder Woman Superman relationship episode. He did 100 episodes of Super Wonder.
For a guy who does so many streams about comic books, you would have think he would have maybe read one and picked something up at some point.
Oh my God, he does. His knowledge only extends back to New 52. He got into reading comics because of Man of Steel and stuff like that.
Oh, nice. 28 weeks until 28 years later. The Bone Temple. The Bone Temple.
What happened to 28 months later?
Why they never made it 28 months later? That could be a prequel or something. I don't know.
Prequel.
The 28 cycles later.
Stop.
28 hours. There's 28 hours later, 28 seconds later, 28 milliseconds later. There's a lot of things that 28 decades later, because a lot of things are missing here.
Zombies in the future.
28 weeks later, starring Axel Foley. No, stop.
Oh God.
All right, next up. James Gunn says they're not doing anything with Static Shock in the DCU right now, as there's currently complexities with the rights. Yes.
I was so disappointed to hear
rights?
that, but I did remember that
not
there.
on the rights of Static.
Yeah.
Who owns Static?
Whoever owns the Milestone brand, whatever, because technically Static is a Milestone character first.
Yes.
Oh,
You know, that's the one problem I've always had with Static. He's not integrated into the main DCU universe in comics as much as I would like. You know, they do good stories, but then the issues only last 8, 10 issues. You know,
They don't want them to be great. I don't understand.
so they have some really good characters in that Milestone universe.
They
I don't
do.
know what they're doing.
Was Static created by Dwayne McDuffie?
Yes.
Yes.
Dwayne McDuffie was a nice man. I met him once. Really nice guy.
You got to meet him? That's cool.
I met him outside Cartoon Network. We were in Burbank, and we were at the Cartoon Network building, and my friend spotted him and goes, "That's Dwayne McDuffie over there." And we just walked over and chatted with him. He couldn't have been nicer.
That's awesome.
Is Milestone still like a comic book company? Is it still like around?
It's part of DC. It's his own thing. Mark is right.
Oh.
They're doing the history of the DC, written by Mark Waid, and they're trying to tie up every loose end that ever happened in the DC universe, going back to the first issue of Superman.
Okay, so it's part. So is it owned by DC? So it's still owned by Warner Brothers in capacity. I mean, I'm just asking. I know that's a low question.
Well, DC publishes the Milestone brand. It's imprint. Icon is canon.
Okay. That is weird.
It is weird. I hope they do figure out that whole rights issues. Hopefully it's not as convoluted as the image comic stuff, but because they have so like Brewster said, there's so much potential with not only Static but the other Milestone characters like Icon and Hardware and Blood Syndicate, all that. Like that could be its own little pocket thing in James Gunn's DCU if they wanted to. Like Static could possibly be their Spider-Man equivalent, you know, if they actually let him. But that would be, man. I was let down when he said like, you know, they still have to figure out the complexity of the rights or whatever. I was like, oh, at least we know he's thinking about it. I'm at least glad he's not forgetting about it. He's thinking about it, but he's just.
I will say this. Degrassi brought this up to me that DC, Warner Brothers DC, they're starting to give royalties to the creators of these characters for the films. So cool. They are going to start taking care of creators of these characters like they should.
It's heartbreaking what happened to Peter David. Peter David basically died penniless, and he contributed so much to these characters that made it to these billion-dollar movies, like the Hulk and Aquaman.
Yeah,
and he died penniless.
You know, there's something called the Heroes Initiative. It's a fund where people can donate, and they do auctions, raise money, and it's to take care of artists and writers. You know, because they weren't taken care of by Marvel and DC and all these companies.
They just need an exception clause for Ethan Van Sciver, so they don't have to take care of him.
No, they do. Forgot about that. It's almost 3 years, and Ethan Van Sciver has not fulfilled his Kickstarter. Yes, DC Studios have found their creators fund. All right, next up, some red carpet stuff. Marvel Studios said Kevin Feige is at the Superman premiere.
Oh no,
traitor! Few rumors of DC Marvel crossover movies.
No.
Well, you know what? Actually,
Feige is supporting his best friend.
I know James Gunn. That's awesome. But James Gunn did mention that that's something down the road that they you know, like that's the last thing that you could actually do right now, if you think about it. With all the movies and all the stuff that came out, a DC Marvel crossover is like the thing. We probably won't see that until like 2050.
Probably not.
If we're around. Yeah. If that does happen.
Oh, I'll be around.
Also, you got to get past the studio
Yeah.
the studio mandates between them. Be like, oh, this character has to have the same amount of screen time as this character. This character can't
Yep.
be defeated by this other character. Blah 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 blah. So it's like they have to
You know,
get through that
but
too.
I can tell you this: an animated movie would be really cool to start off things with, and then maybe down the road make an animated. Both studios get together, make an animated movie. You can have you make it like a 3-part epic series. You know, Marvel, DC. You know, it's that would be cool.
Wait, Disney wants original characters for the MCU movies. Yes, you read that right. No
What?
creative-
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. Wait, we're making original characters now?
Well, if you make an original
Sign me up,
character
you guys.
for movies, you don't have to pay creatives for their royalties to these creatives.
But
in
no,
the
you
comics.
can't have your cake and eat it too. Either you're a Marvel Universe franchise or you're not. Like why?
No,
why are we
I
making
have-
characters?
I have zero problem with that. I have zero problem with that because some of the greatest characters in comic books started on television. Like Harley Quinn. Harley Quinn came from the cartoon, not the comics. And Jimmy Olsen came from the radio.
Oh, I would love that those Ironheart characters, like the high school, became popular.
No,
Yes,
BJ.
yes.
No,
Yes.
no.
Oh my
Give
god!
me Clown in the comics.
I
Clown.
would
You better not give me no freaking clown.
I can't believe that dude's name. Her name is Clown. Get the fuck out of here.
Other than Kevin Feige, we got Matt Reeves was there. Muschietti was there at the red carpet. James
but I
Gunn
heard
said,
Muschietti was fired. What?
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 What? He's not fired.
I heard Matt Reeves hates James Gunn. What?
What? No,
I heard
no, that never
that.
happened. And James Gunn mentioned that he finished Matt Reeves' Batman 2 script, and it's amazing, excellent. So they should start production on that end of the year.
Okay.
Can we
Wake
can
me
we
up when
get-
Brave and the Bold comes in.
Can we get I would love to see a commercial for Marvel Studios Clown coming to
let's get Clown her own show.
Please stop this right now.
Wait, who is
imagine,
Clown?
She's the woman with the bomb. She likes to blow stuff up.
No, Joe hasn't seen he's in
Oh, I'm
episode
sorry.
2. Yeah, we'll wait. You get the context. That's a funny character
Zack
name.
Snyder and Henry Cavill were there as well. Hashtag
Uh-oh.
trust me, bro.
No.
Hey, did anybody?
It would have been
Somebody-
pictures.
Did anyone see
Somebody
this
check
episode?
RJ's stream, his Twitter, and see if he's still alive.
And why is everybody saying that
That's
Harry
true.
Cavill is going to be Ultraman in the Superman movie?
Because they want that so bad.
I know, right?
Hey, I haven't seen it yet, but has anybody watched this episode of Rick and Morty? Everyone was talking about. Where
Yes.
I did see that clip. Yeah.
Yes.
I
Everybody saw the
gotta
clip?
look that up. I haven't seen it yet.
Hold on. Let me see if I can get away with it.
We'll see.
I got slammed yesterday with playing one of the Transformers, the original animated show themes.
Oh, yep, they'll get you.
They
for that.
caught-
Is that episode on Max, or do you have to wait for the whole season to drop?
You can watch it here. It's on here. Let's see. Let's see. Is it up?
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't seen this yet.
Oh, hi, Zack Snyder. Just saw your new cut of Superman, and word of advice: he's the man of steel, not the man of conversation. Okay. Do more.
This is their real voices, guys.
Yeah, they actually came in and voiced
Yes.
themselves.
There was a picture a few months ago of Zach and James together having lunch, and this apparently we're doing voiceovers for these characters.
Well, let me see this on my own. I want to see this
Shots of
in
him
crisp
punching,
audio.
and here is a secret move. Start the punch at regular speed, and then you're gonna ramp it down.
It's not a f***ing secret. I'm sorry, Zack Snyder. I shouldn't be lashing out at you. Your biceps are the size of my head.
Yes, but so is my heart.
Writing it's kind of funny, but I don't know. The writing could have been better with this.
Yeah, it could have been
Going on
funnier.
here?
It could
Some
have been.
fan of the Velocity franchise got onto the lot today. He used a portal and he just. Zach, we're not losing touch with the audience, are we? I mean, I gave notes on the goddamn.
Are they losing touch with the audience?
We'll see.
I mean,
Killer movie.
Go ahead.
we're about to. Well, most people, half people. I don't know how many people, but people are about to see Superman in about less than 24 hours. So we'll find out if he's lost touch.
I think I'm gonna have to screen grab Zach's old face right here and use it on a thumbnail.
Mark my words, too. To all you Snyder fans, James Gunn fans, all that. Mark my words. They're gonna get Zack Snyder to work on a DCU project. James Gunn and
He's
Zack
working
Snyder.
on a 300 TV series for Warner Brothers.
Yeah, they worked on Dawn of the Dead together. So, like, I am sure they're having discussions of them working on a DCU project. It's going to happen.
He said, "Your biceps are big as my head."
Gunner. That's the guy that sealed Nolan in the giant bookcase to quote unquote punish him for Interstellar. He doesn't represent real fans. He's just the smartest man in the universe. Don't sweat it. He can't do
Punish
what
him
we
for
do.
Interstellar.
Probably. Gonna go crush some weights. One day you're gonna wish you hit the gym like I do, James Gunn. Yo, James Gunn.
I just love how they just give him like freaking like workout supplements.
Yeah, that's funny.
All right, next up.
Your biceps are as big as my head.
James Gunn says Superman movie doesn't need 700 million box office to be successful. This is not the riskiest endeavor in the world. Is there something riding on it? Yeah, but it's not as big as people make it out to be. They hear these numbers that the movie's going to be successful if it makes 700 million or something, and it's just complete and utter nonsense. It doesn't need to be as big of a situation as people are saying. I have seen people say the budget was 500 million, 400 million.
No.
500 million? The fuck?
Yeah.
No.
Look, you got it. Like, okay, this is what this movie has. What other DCEU films haven't is that there's a lot of marketing going on. Like, there's a lot of awareness, and I love the fact that everywhere I go, you see Superman everywhere. Like, you see like those around the world pictures of like Superman, like the emblem in Paris, some of them in like different parts of the world. I even got the freaking Superman Blizzard from Dairy Queen. That shit's delicious as fuck.
We have
like,
a quote from RJ. I'm trying to collect myself together. I also have a 9-hour drive home to do. So give me a moment.
That'd be hilarious if RJ comes back on stream and he sounds like this all of a sudden. He's like his balls dropping.
That movie made him a man.
Stop.
Superman makes a man out of RJ.
Oh my god.
But okay, so what they should be appreciative of, if like whatever happens this weekend, if it makes money or not. I mean, it's going to make money, but they should be happy with the fact that if this movie makes more money than most DCEU films post Aquaman.
No, I will.
You should be happy about that.
I do want to say this. I was watching William like I do every night, support Sci-Fi Center, and he said he's never seen a campaign promotion like Superman. And I'm thinking to myself, Herb said in comments that Barbie had this big blowout promotion going on for how many months? It's the same. It's the same.
They played the exact same from the teaser, the exact same month to the trailer, the exact same month to the blitz that we're now witnessing. They're doing the Barbie strat with this. It could work. It still might not work, but it's a nice attempt because Oppenheimer might have helped Barbie too. Don't forget that grassroots meme shit was going on too.
Barbenheimer.
Yeah.
I know people are trying to get super fantastic.
Super fantastic.
I don't know. It doesn't have the same ring as Barbenheimer.
Or Super Jurassic.
Stop. No.
No, I do not want to make that a thing. But yeah, I've said this since the beginning that people need to expect this movie definitely not making $1 billion. Would I love it to make $1 billion? Of course, but it's not going to make $1 billion. It might not even make $700 million. This movie will probably underperform. People need to prepare themselves for that. But what's most important, and I think James Gunn was trying to say this, but he didn't fully go into it. He's just worried. You should be concerned about if the movie is great, because if the movie is great, that is going to give the other stuff in the DCU more momentum and more success down the line. If James Gunn can get Superman right, they will slowly bring the audience back for people that have been apprehensive about DC. They'll start to gain that trust back. That is what's most important. If this is great, Supergirl's going to make more money, and then whatever else is going to come out is going to make more money, all that stuff.
Yeah, like I said, they should, if this movie does well, if it at least makes like 650 or whatever, that's more money than any DCEU film post Aquaman, because that film made $1 billion. After that, a lot of it just consistent, like flops after underperformance, all that stuff. Yeah, there was stuff going on, but still, like, it was flop after flop after flop. They should be appreciative that
Aquaman 2 didn't flop.
Probably.
Yeah, Aquaman 2 was
Aquaman 2 didn't flop.
Yes, it made its money back. Yes.
I did it? Okay, sure.
Yes.
But it needs to make more than most of those movies that came out after that. So, like, or not Batman.
And besides, Aquaman 2 was one of the best movies that year. Thank you very much.
But you know what James Gunn is saying here about it doesn't need to make $700 million. He's right. He's absolutely right. But I'll tell you this: it will be shocking if this movie doesn't make $1 billion, because if you look at the trailer numbers, the views it got for the trailer, it was in the top 10 like most viewed trailers of all time, and every other trailer in that top 10 was $1 billion hit. So it would be so weird if this movie was in that kind of company but didn't gross that kind of money.
You know, and with Warner Brothers having huge success with Sinners and Minecraft, whatever Superman makes is just gravy for them. For the rest of the year is just gravy for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm curious. I mean, I'm hoping this film does well. It's gonna do well. I'm just hoping how it's gonna do well, but I just hope that they don't look at this as just to like pit back or whatever they're planning on. I'm hoping they're just gonna let's just put their foot down. You hired James Gunn for a reason, and just say, no, we're here to stay. We're gonna make more movies out of these. Supergirl. I think after this movie, Supergirl is my most anticipated one. I've been really wanting. I've been hearing about like the premise from what I've heard. I can't wait for that movie.
Yeah, I'm excited for that.
God, don't go on X, guys. Do not go on X.
End credit scene.
All right. I already deleted it from my phone.
I woke up.
I already deleted that shit from my phone.
Delete it
yep.
now.
The guys,
go on X.
I'm serious. If you guys need me, pray that I'm on stream, because I'm not going to be online on Twitter or anything.
Twitter off my computer.
Yeah,
please not tomorrow, all day.
Please delete it because delete it.
I might not even be on YouTube. Because people put on thumbnails. People thumbnail that shit now.
Listen, I'm not gonna say anything about the movie. I'm just gonna say there's a lot of happy people posting on X right now. That's all I'm gonna say.
All right, I will stay off of X for the next 2 days.
Yeah,
wait. Yeah, I am probably going to stream tomorrow late, because I am going to see it tomorrow though.
Bruce,
so I'm definitely going to talk about it in my stream.
For some clarification though, when you say there's a lot of happy people posting on X, do you mean they're happy with what they saw? They enjoyed the movie?
Yes, they enjoyed the movie.
Out there trying to spoil it for people.
Happy that they enjoyed the movie.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
You know, they're using
RJ's still recovering as we speak. Shout out to RJ if he's listening. He might be listening.
They're using words like "it's great," "peak," We won.
All right.
Oh, I mean, that could
I
be
just-
that
All
could be
right.
made-
Let's
just don't
settle. I don't want
My heart, my heart.
Settle it.
I just don't
My
want another
heart.
Sean O'Rourke the Flash incident where there's
Sean
Oh
O'Rourke
my
has it
God.
such a big hate boner for this movie. I'm very worried for people that are subscribed to his channel.
That was one of.
No, I'm kidding. I'm not worried.
That's Max's friend. When he spoiled the Flash on his channel, that was so wrong, so wrong.
I mean, I like Sean, but that was wrong.
And he didn't even watch it.
That's what pissed me off.
Come on,
Yeah.
you know.
I didn't even know that. Okay, I didn't know that actually happened. I was like, I like Sean. I didn't know that actually happened. I was like, that was wrong.
Bruce saved me because Bruce texted me and said,
I texted you.
Unfollow Sean right now." I'm like, all right.
He's so unhinged with this movie. It's crazy. Who knows? Because who knows how he was with Flash? But this movie specifically,
You
he's
know,
been-
I thought it was all an act at first, but it's progressively gotten worse.
Well,
we all have that movie, but I keep it down.
here's the thing. Like, film is subjective. You're gonna like some things, you're not gonna like some things. But what really irritated me about Sean, and not just Sean, other people, is if your criticism is disingenuous, if it's not just I don't care for this, I don't like for this, okay. But he was like on Slav's channel, Slav's Free Talk, and he was going on about how James Gunn movies, even the like Guardians of the Galaxy, all the successful James Gunn movies, he goes, "Can you name a single line of dialogue from a James Gunn movie? You don't remember any of them. They're all forgettable."
I'm Mary Poppins,
and I'm
y'all.
like,
That's a lie.
yeah, I'm like, I'm Mary Poppins, y'all. My turds are famously huge.
I am
I don't
Groot.
think anyone's 100% a dick. I'm like, I could go on and on and on.
That's the most real, authentic, hysterical laugh of my entire life because that is not a plan. Like, come on.
Can you make a penis?
It's like that harsh critics guy going on about how ugly Rachel Brosnahan is. It's like, come on, be
wow.
real, be real with your
Wow.
criticism.
Come on now. Come on now. Yeah, I don't even follow Sean. I mean, I have nothing personal with him. I don't really watch him, and then hearing the stuff that he is doing, I'm like, no, yeah, probably won't. Probably won't.
That's one thing I'm never, ever since I started on YouTube and being on panels and having what some people consider movie talk and discussions, I call it yelling. I get not in the real world, people don't harp and talk about stuff they hate. If you don't like something, you just move on and don't watch it or talk about it. You don't head to every stream to shit on it just because you don't like it.
Yeah, that's just no. Even like you guys know, I'm very hard on a lot of the Marvel shows, but I only talk about it once and then I move on. That's it.
Yeah, I don't like the Avatar movies, but I don't sit here harping on them. I'm just like,
I agree with you, Joe.
I gave two of them a chance, and the third one, I'm like, not for me. I'm not even going to see the third one.
I gave the first one a chance, and the 3D was good, and the story was lacking, and I never went back to watch it again.
I don't like any of you, but I keep that to myself.
Oh my God.
I have a video where you called me your best friend.
Aw.
Oh, that's nice.
Here we go. RJ's tweeting. The tweets are ready to go. I might have to wait.
I don't even want to hear. Actually, it might actually infuriate him if none of us want to hear what he has to say.
Well, nobody's gonna know what he's gonna say.
Well, wait a minute. Here's the thing. Did RJ actually see the movie?
Yes, he did. Yeah, he saw it.
Well, how do you know?
Because he was like, RJ's not going to lie about that.
Yeah, well, he lied about seeing the Flash.
Yeah, but he's learned from that. At least I like to think so.
You just said a 9-hour drive, so that must be something.
He drove 9 hours to see Superman. I don't know how to feel about that.
Yes,
That's probably the only movie I would drive 9 hours.
Well,
to see.
he also
See,
got
that-
to, he also
Are
got
you,
to,
are you suggesting we interrogate him and see if he actually saw the movie?
well he actually got to meet Dean Cain,
Oh, good for
who
him.
else? Tyler Hoechlin, and Smallville guy.
Well,
Tom
that's not
Welling.
that hard. I've
Tom
met all
Welling.
3 of them too. They do a lot of conventions.
Well, they were doing. They were at a
Picture with Olden there too.
there was a Superman package along with seeing the movie. You get to meet them and get autographs from them. I would drive with Tom Welling anywhere. Just saying. Have you seen number one? Anyway,
To Tom Holland. That's Tom Holland Spider-Man.
Wait, you would drive Tom Holland anywhere?
Tom
You like-
Welling.
Tom Holland?
Nope.
Oh my god.
Nope.
You said Tom Holland. He's like Tom Holland.
That's Tom Welling. Tom
You
Welling.
said Tom
He would
Holland.
dri- he would
Hashtag
drive
fire Tom Holland. So Sean is a better actor than Max, so he gets. Oh my god! So no Max bashing tonight.
Nope, not doing that.
Damn it! He's been bashing up for the last.
Yeah.
Just speaking about Superman, Rhode Island Comic Con, you have all the Supermen that are going to be there. You're going to also have the 2 of the guys that did the voice of the animated, Tom Daly and the other guy who did the other voice for the animation. Superman. It's about like 6 people, all the TV guys.
But whenever they do this, whenever these conventions get all the Supermen, they get Dean Cain, they get Gerard Christopher, they get Tom Welling, they get Tyler Hoechlin, they get Brandon Routh. But you notice Henry Cavill never shows up. I guess it's just not that important to Hank. Old Hanky doesn't care enough.
He probably wants more money than anybody. You know?
Yeah.
F
Oh,
Hanky.
he could be.
I
busy. He might be busy filming Highlander.
Yeah, he's obviously a very busy
Yeah.
actor compared to the other guys. Like, let's give him a
all
break.
the
you know?
conventions all fall in this time when he's doing his gigs. So it's kind of like that.
You know,
There's no
because
free time.
he just wrapped up Voltron a few weeks ago again.
Oh,
for the
yeah.
second time.
Yeah, all the actors that are really hot right now or working, they don't really do conventions. Like every once in a while they will, but like
I
don't see
argue
Robert Downey Jr. doing conventions and stuff.
I would argue that Hank
freaking,
Cavill isn't very hot at all. But
No, he's like leading Highlander and Voltron. Like those are big IPs.
Yeah. I can't wait for Highlander.
Voltron's going direct to television. Just saying.
Yes.
Those are still big IPs, Joe. Come on.
I know a lot of people love Henry Cavill. Unfortunately, he's never reached the heights that people wanted him to reach in Hollywood.
No.
Unfortunately, I don't know if it was him being Superman that had that downward projection for his career. Because he did what Mission Impossible. He did what else did he do after BBS and
Man from Uncle?
Man from Uncle,
His
which was a
biggest
great movie.
His biggest success was probably The Witcher. So I would argue he has a big career ahead of him in television.
Do you like comic book movies when they are so comic booky? Yes.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Yes.
What's the biggest example of that? So I could have a frame of reference. What's the biggest? Yeah, what's the biggest comic book movie? I would think my first guess is like Age of Ultron. That went like.
I was thinking. Yeah, that's a very comic booky movie.
I would say Agatha. Went to
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
I might go with the Suicide Squad because they put Star of the Conqueror in there. I didn't think I'd ever see Star of the Conqueror in live action.
Batman the movie 1966. You're right.
Pow! Bam!
That movie reflected Batman of the times. That's how Batman was in the comics.
Is Todd Pilgrim the Asylum version of Scott Pilgrim? Because that'd be hilarious.
Oh, the first Sam Raimi Spider-Man. That was very.
Yeah, Sam Raimi does comic booky shit. Yeah.
Yep. We'll
see
meet
that.
again, Spider-Man. That is so comic book. That's such a comic book line.
Those are old fashioned, yeah.
Oh. Wait, so they're not filming now. They're figuring out the rights later. Hey, what's up, JC? Oh, I haven't said this. Please like and subscribe to the channel. And hit the notifications. This Thursday, I'm doing a live show with for you comic book nerds, DCU logo variants. I'm gonna be giving away free DCU logo variants. Not this book because this is a rare comic, but comics that have this logo, which are hard to find from the 90s. These are worth a lot of money, guys. Grab them if you see them.
Hip Fab Fun.
Really? Never knew
Yes.
that.
Yeah, they're worth a lot of money. There there was a Shadow of the Bat from the 35 with the Joker cover. It sold for $800 the other day. A couple weeks. Yeah, the other day. Yeah, and these were in Walmart packs, Toys R Us packs. They were like $5 for these packs. They're like 20 comics. Scott, I don't know what to talk. Oh my God. I'm very tired, but very happy. That's all I will say. I don't want to break embargo. I'm stopping to stock up on caffeine and drive it until my dad takes over.
All right, drive safe, man. Seriously.
Drive safe, buddy.
We need that review tomorrow coherently.
Oh, it's in production without the rights. Thank you, RJ, for stopping by. James Gunn says he'll greenlit Batman 2 immediately if one specific character is in the script. Batmite.
Ha 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 ha.
People would lose their minds.
Batmite.
That would actually make me
Holy
excited for
shit.
the Batman too. Right now, I'm not.
So I want to go down the line. Predictions and what do you see for the immediate future after Superman is out of theaters? How do you see DC going forward? I think there's 500 to 600 million worldwide. I'm thinking 300 million opening. I think it's gonna Fantastic Four is gonna eat into the box office of Superman, and it's gonna have slow legs in the theater. It's gonna have legs, definitely gonna have legs.
Mhm.
So, DL.
Yeah, like I said, yeah, I honestly, it's going to be a wait and see for me as far as the box office exactly how it's going to be. Like I said, I would love for this movie to make over 130 million opening weekend. I would love for it to eventually hit the $1 billion mark, but I don't know if it will.
Let me interrupt you before you hold on, DL.
Yeah.
The latest projections were 135 to 175 domestic.
Okay. That is okay. Well, that's really good if it could hit in that mark. And I do think that Fantastic Four will affect it because they're appealing to the same demographic. I already said I thought it was a mistake for them to put these two movies in the same month, but here we are. Here we are. But as far as what do I think they're going to do after Superman, well, that's the funny thing because, like, they could go anywhere at this point. That's why I'm so excited. Like, I don't exactly know what direction they will go into, because like we're about to get Lantern, Supergirl, then like Swamp Thing, Raven the Bow, all this stuff. So he's trying to cover different sectors of DC, have different varieties, which is what I love. But I think coming off of this movie, because with Mr. Terrific specifically, I feel like, well, James Gunn keeps talking about how much he loves Mr. Terrific, and I feel like he has something bigger in store for him down the line. Yep. So I feel like, as far as like what do I think he's going to do next after Superman, whatever, if Mr. Terrific is received really well, I think he's going to get his own spin-off stuff, and I really hope, because I think he's also interested in doing a Plastic Man. It is so, and you already have Metamorpho in here too. Make the Terrifics. I think we're going to get a Terrifics project at some point. That would be great. And yeah, have Mr. Terrific, Plastic Man, Metamorpho, and eventually introduce Phantom Girl. It's literally there. That's probably the only prediction I think they will go down the line if Mr. Terrific is received really well. But as far as other stuff, I mean, yeah, I don't know. They can go anywhere. That's what I love about it. All the possibilities are there.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Thanks, Theo. Perp?
Yep.
I think this movie's gonna bomb. I think James Gunn is gonna learn the error of his ways and release the Batgirl.
And once he fails at DC, he's gonna go to Marvel and take over.
Yeah, he's gonna say they suck over there. Let me have my Guardians
It's all
back.
up in a conspiracy, just the same.
They don't know what they're doing over there.
Kevin
It's all
Feige.
Peter's fault.
Dom, anybody else want to say anything?
Nah, I actually think this movie is, with all the the backlash and all the craziness that was going on in the beginning when this movie was coming out, with all the fight over Henry Cavill and all the stuff like that with Superman and people getting mad. I really think this kid is gonna blow us to the other park, man. Not hit it out of the park, a home run. He is obviously a fan. He's obviously he knows his comic book history. He knows Superman, the character, and he looks like Superman. This could be Smallville 2.0. The season 11. If this the start of something, I think it's going to make over $500 million plus. It's not going to make $1 billion. I think it's going to make between 500 to 700 mil.
Mm-hmm.
I actually think that the star, obviously he's the star of the show because he's Superman, but I think the cast inside, like Mr. Terrific, I think Mr. Terrific is going to be a fan favorite. I think Guy Gardner is going to wind up getting a lot of comical parts. I don't know if that scene in there where he flips off Superman with the other hand, if that happens.
I thought that was hilarious.
I think it's hilarious. I think that he's going to get, and I think that crypto is going to definitely make, the merchandise sales are going to go through the roof. It's already happening already. People like that, and and Hawk Girl, she's gonna wind up. This is going to set up the DC universe in the future on what's going to be, and there's so many DC fans out there. There's people that like Superman. There's a lot of Henry Cavill fans, but there's a lot of people who didn't like Henry Cavill. I liked The Man of Steel. I thought The Man of Steel was great. I thought it was the combined of the original Superman, the Christopher Reeve Superman. It was 1 and 2 combined. And I thought it was really good. I enjoyed it. But I think this is going to be more fun. There's a lot more in this for everybody, demographic-wise, different characters that. You don't have to be a Superman man to like the characters that are going to be in this. Yeah,
this is a family. This is made for everyone in the family. You can bring your children. You can bring your parents. Movie.
And personally, I'm going to go see this. I don't know if I'm going to see it opening night. I would like to see it opening night, but I doubt it because I have a lot of things coming up. But this is going to lead into other stuff like Lobo, the Lobo movie, the Supergirl movie. I wouldn't be surprised an end credit scene with Supergirl, either a name drop or a scene where her in one of the cases that landed on Earth. So, I think this is James Gunn is gonna have a hit. It's gonna be like Guardians of the Galaxy that nobody wanted Guardians of the Galaxy. When it came out, people all of a sudden it just took off. It just metaphor into a something else, and people enjoyed it. So I think this is going to do the same thing, and I'm keeping my fingers crossed because, hey, look, I'm not a big DC fan, but I do want to see success because guess what? If DC is successful, all superhero genres will be successful because DC needs to get off the ground. They've always been leveled out. They never had that opportunity to take off, and no pun intended, this thing, if this does great, this is going to propel them to be a great studio. And as for Fantastic Four, yes, Fantastic Four has to do good because this is the third attempt at Fantastic Four, because you had the TV show that
Roger Corman
and Kevin Feige was attached to all of them. Just saying.
Yeah. So that
You
they
can attach to the
that.
good and the bad to see what worked and what didn't work. So-
But I actually think both movies are going to feed off each other.
Yeah.
And you're going to have a fun time in the movies with those two movies back and forth. And it's going to be a good summer. We're going to have a good summer with these.
Thank you, Dom. I love pop, K-pop. Are you around?
Yeah.
There you go. What do you think?
I think this movie will do well. I don't know how much. I mean, if I had to make a prediction, may 130 and 170. That's pretty optimistic. I mean, I'll be happy if it does hit those numbers. I'll go like 110. I mean, that's still big. That's still big.
Yeah.
But if it holds strong, if it makes more money than most DCEU movies, I mean, if it makes more money than Man of Steel, you're good.
Yep.
They win.
Yeah.
They win. Like
Pop bottles.
they win no matter what.
Yeah.
I would appreciate it if they like. I like Marvel. Just wish they changed their release date because if you think about it, like Kevin Feige, works with James Gunn, they'd be like, "Hey man, we're gonna give you your summer to give your time to shine. So let's move Fantastic Four to like August." But I digress. Whatever.
Yeah. Marvel just continues to be petty.
Coworkers, trying to give their time to shine. Like
Wasn't
whatever.
the original Fantastic Four spot Blade spot?
I don't even remember anymore. I don't even remember the original release date of Blade.
It was November 31st, 2020. Never.
Hey, at least we got to see something of Blade in Sinners. The costume designs for the extras.
The costumes were in Blade.
Yep, and Mahershala Ali in Jurassic World. That's the most you're going to see him in action.
One last quote on from X. This may be the renaissance of DC. Okay. That's it. No more X. I am completely signing out of X.
Look, reaction can mean a lot of different things, but we'll see. I don't want to overhype myself when I see it on Thursday, but this is my most anticipated film of the entire year.
Well, was that RJ that said that?
No, it wasn't RJ.
Okay.
No, this is me. Like it's me saying that.
Because if it's RJ, he needs to say it's most definitely the definitive. Not it might be the most definitive. Whatever.
This is my most anticipated film of the year. This was 3 years of crazy shit in the making. I believe James Gunn is like what 5 or 6 for whatever projects he did, including Peacemaker. Dude can do no wrong.
Yep, I believe in him.
I believe in the gun.
One thing that's I've loved about this marketing for this movie, it's not the big name brands, it's not the commercial. It's been the interviews where you see the cast interact with each other like they're friends, like they're happy to be around each other. You don't see that a lot in a lot of movies.
Like what I love about I'll get to Joe. Like what I love about James Gunn is that he's very transparent. Cause I don't know if you guys seen that Real Rechecks video where he interviewed Gunn, how he views how he writes his stuff. Like he admits, he pushes himself, even when he's on vacation, he's still writing stuff. That's how much he puts out a lot of stuff in the last few years. And I'm just like, dang, the way he's just describing his stuff is very inspiring. Because if you want to be a writer, just go ahead. If you write, it's if I'm paraphrasing, if you write crap, you wrote crap, you'll improve a longhand. He's aware of that. That's why. Even this is a different movie for him than I just watched his Suicide Squad film. I'm thinking damn, this is the dude that's doing Superman. I was like, this is a little inspiring for me. if you want to like create stuff, I was like, you go to like advice. Like, I always go to these interviews when like the DC podcast that he did like a couple weeks ago, and recently the recent video. I was like, dang, I really like James Gunn has become like one of my favorite filmmakers in recent
He's
years.
he's laying his heart out here for everyone to see. He's poured so much into this movie and picking the cast and just the little things that makes this movie gonna hopefully make this movie a success. Success meaning people enjoy it. I don't care about the box office, can make whatever he wants, as long as I'm having fun and enjoying the movie. Joe, you have anything?
Well, I do think this is going to be a $1 billion movie. Like, I think the evidence is there, circumstantial evidence, but evidence nonetheless. I think we're looking at, if it's not a $1 billion movie, I think it's going to be pretty damn close to it. I am so excited. I feel like this is the Superman movie that was tailor made for me. Just the fact that Guy Gardner is in this movie, my favorite Green Lantern of all time. I never thought I would see Guy Gardner in a live action movie. And then you get one of my favorite actors, Mal Reynolds himself, Nathan Fillion. Oh my God, it's so perfect. And then we hear he's consulted people like J.M. DeMatteis, who co-created my favorite run of Justice League, the Keith Giffen era, and creator of the Creature Commandos. He's talked to them. He's had this movie just looks perfect. I haven't seen a single thing about this movie I don't like. I am so excited, and I can't believe I wish we'd get some more news on Booster Gold, because Booster Gold's my favorite character, and it's like, we're gonna get Booster Gold, man. It's like,
there's
so
a big
exciting.
storyline coming up in the comics this end of the summer with Booster Gold.
You're gonna get Sticks aboard. Sticks is gonna be going crazy for that.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I'm very and regarding Fantastic Four, I don't think Fantastic Four is going to do nearly as well because, quite frankly, the Fantastic Four just isn't as marketable as Superman. That's not to say the movie's going to be bad. I just don't think they have the same appeal that Superman has. But I will say, I think the trailers for Fantastic Four, it is the best looking MCU movie I've ever seen. I'm not saying it's going to be the best MCU movie,
It
but
looks
it's
beautiful.
the best
It really does.
looking.
Yeah,
Oh my God, that retro future look, it's visually stunning. I'm like, this looks beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
And as I was saying earlier about the cast, this photo sums up the love and respect they have for each other right here.
Yeah. Yep.
This is not for the cameras. It's not fake, from what I can tell. The chemistry with those three is just amazing, and on every interview they've done.
Oh, can I say one more thing real quick? By the way, my phone's almost dead, so I'm gonna have to go in a second. But I really want, and look, no hate to Snyder fans. If you like Snyder and you're a fan and you genuinely love Snyder, film is subjective. You can like what you like. I love that you love what you love. But I hope to God that this movie can finally shut down the toxic elements of the Snyder fan base, the ones who will not accept any other vision, and Snyder's way is the only way. I hope to God we can finally drive a stake in the heart of that part of the fandom this week.
We'll see.
I'll say this. I've never been a big Superman fan. Just for the record. But I love Man of Steel. Man of Steel is a amazing film. And I just love the like it's the interpretation of the character, because there's never been like, to me, there's never been a definitive version of a character or anything. Like, it's a darker version of Superman. And I just love the way that it depicts that, especially the music. Music is one of my favorite. Like, when I think of music in movies, I think of like Tron, like the Tron Legacy, and this movie. Like, it's one of the most beautiful pieces of music I've ever seen and ever heard in any movie. But I'm open for any different version of Superman. So, like, yeah, I've never been a big fan of the character, but I've liked some of the other stuff around it, like the Superman the animated series, the new My Adventure with Superman, and this one has got me really, really hyped. I was like, shit,
Yeah.
like
I'll
Gunn is cooking.
I'll tell you, Warner Brothers sent me the complete series of Lois and Clark on Blu-ray to review, and I'll be honest, that's one version of Superman I haven't watched that much, and I've been watching them on the Blu-rays, and you know what? It's so enjoyable. It's so enjoyable, and it's like I liked Christopher Reeve, and I liked the Superboy TV show, and I liked Smallville.
Mhm.
We've always had different versions of these characters.
Yes.
We've always
Yes.
had different takes.
Yes.
And I think this is the first time anyone has ever held on to a specific iteration of a comic book character like they have Superman this last time around. I don't know. I don't understand it. It happens in comics. That's not my hero. This is not my comic. I don't know. It's a over 40 thing for some reason. They want to hold on to the childhood for some reason. I'm not going to say who. But this is the first look at the Superman limited edition steelbook that's going to be coming out. It's a beautiful set.
It's cool.
So,
Oh, that's a steal. That's a steal.
That's
it
a
is.
steal.
With that, thank you everyone for showing up. Thank you, Joe. You guys are welcome here anytime. I love having positive discussions about what we love, movies, comics, whatever we want to talk about, without yelling, without name calling, and not bashing on something to prop up what you like. So with that, take care, everyone. Have a good night, and see you on the other side of Krypton.